Good afternoon, Ms. Cox. This is your classmate Brandy responding to your discussion post from our multicultural class. Really liked how you did your post. Not to say no one else did any, great, but just the article that you found, I honestly wish I found that for myself. But it was really good how you tied in certain things. Also, to just narrating the story itself. I mean, our professor did a very great job outlining it for us. However, the way you broke it down and with your supporting articles really helped, me, if not myself, others to understand it a little bit more. So to go into a couple things, I just a little bit back history too. I think I like this week's discussion post because it does further get us to think about other cultures. But also too, I think right now in the United States, and I was trying to get that statistic, we've had a bigger influx of the Hispanic Latino community. And so I think now that we tied it in interracially this week, gave us more highlighted more or made us focus on that specific population. So even a couple things. So like the 2 points that you made about Carlos, really, and how his upbringing really is reflected in their marriage. So when you talked about the fact that he is wanting to take care of his father, I mean, I know me, that's just something I would do if my grandmother or mother needed me. However, I think in the Hispanic population, even like you said, it's not rare that children end up taking care of their parents or relatives because, it's one big unit. And I think even in our PowerPoint, if I had that pulled up, but I think even in our PowerPoint, it said, that was just something that is almost expected. If you know that a certain family member is not doing well, as long as you are financially stable and able to, then it's like an expectation, like, okay, you have to come take care of me. But I'm very intrigued. I wish we knew more or like the after story of Carlos and Lydia to find out like what happened. Did the dad move in? Did he not? And I think if that was the case, if the dad did end up moving in, what would be our next approach as like human services workers? What would then be? Would this turn into now marriage and family counseling? Would this turn into, I don't know, maybe for Lydia, this could be something traumatic. Would this turn into trauma and crisis counseling? So I think I would definitely want to know more. Dr. John, maybe. Other than that too, even when we talked about the fertility, now that is something I actually had not known. Where I grew up, later in the years, it became more of a Hispanic Latino population, and I would hear stuff about this, whether it was girls having babies at a young age, because that was an expectation too. If you were, I think it was, what did my friend say? She's from El Salvador, and another one from Peru. Same thing. It was like, at a young age, it's almost glorified to have kids, and you just keep having babies because that's what it is. It's a big family unit, and everyone takes care of one another. So just the fact of infertility, like not understanding it, I did not know. So it kind of makes sense tying in everything. But that is definitely a big thing. Just when you get married, talking about kids, wanting to have kids is already a big conversation. But the fact that it's not happening, that is even bigger. So again, love how you did everything, spun everything, put everything into your own feel as far as tying in that article you found. So Ms. Stocks, thanks again. I love your post anyways. You're one of my favorite students. So I appreciate it, and I look forward to reading more of yours. Bye.